Hey guys, so we're going to learn how to do the heart flame and the regular flame. You're going to need your tips or, your acrylic, whatever, a base coat. You're also going to need your base color, and you're going to need a top coat. My choice is a matte top coat, your liner of choice, and your thing to, put your paint on. You're going to need a long brush. I'm using a 9mm brush, whatever works for you. You're going to need a dish with 70% alcohol. Do not use acetone, use alcohol. We're going to put the base coat on first, just so that our gel application goes on very smooth. Okay, so once that's cured, we're gonna go in with our neutral base color. I'm using white just so that the color of my liner pops a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. And then you're gonna let that cure for, it says like 60 seconds, but since white is so pigmented, I put it in for 90. You're gonna take your brush, take a little bit of that gel liner out, and then you're gonna see how I put the gel through my brush. So you're gonna make sure that that is through your brush evenly so that your application part is very, very smooth. You don't want too much at the end of your brush tip. You don't want too little though. So you just see how I'm brushing that through, getting it all through there so that I'm able to move my brush very fluently. And that's how your brush should look. So you're gonna start by doing like a U shape kind of, but the top of the U's are gonna go in a little bit. And you're gonna make one end higher than the other. And then you're just gonna go ahead and thicken that up a little bit. And then once you've thickened that up to your liking, you're gonna put a line through the center. So you're just gonna drag a line down through the middle of that U. And then on the left and the right side, I'm just going to go in with another curved line. It's going to be like a U as well, but it's going to connect to that middle line. And then you're going to fill in the bottom. Make sure you do this on both sides. And if you don't like your line or it's a little too thick, you're going to take a brush or a lint-free wipe. You're going to use some of that 70% alcohol. You're just going to wipe away what you don't like. And that's also a good way to thin it out so that you're not taking acetone or anything that's like very hard chemical like on your gel polish, because then it's going to smear, it's going to stain, it's going to take everything off, and you're going to be upset. Okay, so you see this little brush I'm using? I'm going to dab a little bit of alcohol on that, and I'm going to clean up that left side of that flame because you see I made a little mark and I don't want to just wipe the entire thing away. Okay, so for the heart flame, you're gonna start out with your heart. I go like from the middle up so I can make sure the heart is in the middle. And then I'm lightly using small strokes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make a half of my heart. And instead of stopping, I'm gonna bring that all the way down. So it helps me get like a guideline of where the other half of the heart should be. And then I'm gonna turn my brush around. Well, not my brush, I'm gonna turn my nail around, and then I'm gonna start it like that. That's just my personal preference. It helps me get more control of my brush and my paint. And then once I do that, once I get this top part of that heart, I'm gonna turn it around, and then I'm gonna bring that down as well.
Caught a shorty off a Finsta. Just the one hoodie, it's a crenshaw. Way that I've been living unconventional. I'm just trying to make it to the end, you know. Certain things just started getting canceled. Think we need to have a son adventure. I could be a man, but maybe down the road. Right now, I would rather see my heart turn to chrome. Rather see my heart turn crystal.
I'm going to thicken it around that heart up, make sure that I go down a little bit in the middle just to get that very pointy look to make a crisp heart.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, PT, 2-turn, baby girl, you know me. Who am I? All the niggas round me, right, gotta watch your time, cause it's flying right by. 2-turn, baby girl, you know me. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, PT, 2-turn, baby girl, you know me. All the niggas round me, gotta watch.
And then just like the other flame, I'm going to start at the top, start with that U, and then make sure the other side is a little bit longer and bring that together. And then you see that little gap on the side of the hearts. I'm just going to connect that to the actual heart, and it's going to make that flame effect, and it's going to make it all seamless and cohesive. And then I'm going to fill that in. And if your lines are not as thick as you want, just, with light pressure, add a little bit more. You see how I'm connecting right there? And then I'm bringing it down. I don't have too much paint on my brush. I don't have too little, just enough to make sure that my application is smooth. And once I turned that around, I didn't like how that left side was looking, so I took a little bit of alcohol on a wipe and wiped it back off. And then we're gonna redo it. So that's good to, normally I say cure between steps, but this is a reason why it's also good to not cure between steps, because you can erase your marks that you messed up.
overload emotion. Don't get out of the way to no one long distance. I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done. If you come on, yeah. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got niggas tryna end me. Oh, yeah. I spilled all my emotions tonight. I'm sorry. Rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need a face to face. You can pick the time and the place. You will spend some time away. Now you need to forward and give me all the work. You send me out there, work. You see me do my something about that, when you walk out, when the cat from my
And then again on both sides, we're gonna go ahead and do those half U's, making sure that that point is going outward a little bit, and then bringing it into the center, connecting it with that middle line, and filling it all in. You're gonna do this on the right and the left.
Yeah. Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess we gon' see. I won't put no money on this shit, my niggas owe me. I gotta be single for a while, you can't control me. Uno, those traits in a race, they can't hold me. And I show my face in the case, so you know it's me. Imitation isn't flattery, it's just annoying me. And I'm too about it. And the dirt that they do on my name turn to soil, and I grew about it. Time for y'all to figure out what y'all gon' do about it. Big wheels keep rolling. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pretty party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I don't know who loved me, but I know that it ain't everybody. I can never love her, she a busybody. Baby, if you want me, can't be turning up with everybody. Nah, can't be fucking on this anybody. Yeah, I got feelings for you, that's the thing about it. Yeah, you know that it's something when I sing about it. Yeah, mama used to be on disability, but gave me this ability. And now she walking with her head high and her back straight. I don't think you feeling me, I'm out here being everything they said I wouldn't be, it couldn't be. I don't know what happened to them guys that said they would be. I said, see you at the top and they misunderstood me. I hold no resentment in my heart, that's that maturity. And we don't keep it on us anymore, it's with security. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
You're going to go in with your top coat of choice. I'm using this top coat by Nails by Dev. It's a matte top coat. Once you put it into the curing light and then you take it out, it's going to look shiny. You're going to take a lint-free wipe with some alcohol and wipe it down, and then it's going to give a velvet matte effect. You see how that? It just looks so velvety and smooth, and it's really soft. So yeah, you guys, that is how you achieve the flame and the heart flame. Thanks for watching.